Zach, it has been how many days since we decided to quit smoking?
It has now been, what, a week and a half almost.
It is May the 4th, so I feel like it's been a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. Happy May the 4th, everybody. Special Nerds at Night edition of May the 4th. May the 4th edition of Nerds at Night. We have both stopped smoking cigarettes, and my weed consumption is up and down, so
that's good.
My mental capacity is broken. Sorry?
My consumption is just really high now.
Your consumption is really high? Oh,
yeah.
Also very high. But yeah. Shit, May the 4th. It's not actually May the 4th, but I hope we can release this on May the 4th. I think that would be cool. But we
might be able to. We gotta beat the shit out of Sergeant Major. That's all.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We won't do that. We'll just
fun fact for the kids at home: Sergeant Major's back. Thank God. We struggled without him.
We were struggling without him. Yeah, but I do think.
Speaking of, turn the sure word on the microphone. Turn it towards you. You want to talk into that?
Oh shit! See, my whole mic was all fucked up. I blame Dennis V.
Punk ass.
But anyway, Star Wars, Nerds at Night.
That was most of what I actually was spending all that time writing down before we got started.
Proud of you.
So, Zach, when did you were 34, right? Going on 35 this year, or have already
Correct.
turned 35?
No,
okay.
I am turning 35.
So when was the first time you ever watched a Star Wars movie in your life? And tell me how gay you were when you first found out you were gay.
Okay, second question first. I didn't find out I was gay until I got married. And,
not when you first watched Star Wars?
No.
Oh, that's when I found out.
No, when I first watched Star Wars was like the late 1900s. I want to say it was like 97, 98.
Back in the 1900s.
Yeah, it was right. It was right when they started talking about the Phantom Menace coming out.
Okay. So I remember my experience with Star Wars. I think I was like 95. I grew up completely with Star Wars. I remember watching the movies. I had in a plastic VHS container with the original. I had the original editions of the original trilogy that my mom had, and then I remember when the special editions.
You had like the fucking VHS originals.
Yeah. And I remember when then the special editions came out with all the cool CGI editions, and those blew my fucking 6-year-old, 5-year-old brain. I think was when those came out, and I was like, whoa, watch that robot pick up that stick and smack the other one. That was the coolest shit ever. But, like, because, in the
it looks like shit now, but back then, dude, it was fucking amazing.
When that fucking little dude at the end in Return of the Jedi comes down and goes, dude,
they did a whole song with them, too.
Yeah, a whole new song and dance number. They gave the Sarlacc pit a fucking uncircumcised penis, which was awesome. Like, they gave it an innie and an outie. It was cool. Like, they were like, we're tired of people calling it a butthole, so now people want to look at it like a prolapse. It's a lot. It's super fun.
I blame the porn industry.
They made Jabba slink around in the
they gave him some movement.
So you watched the special editions first, then, right? Yeah. So if you
yeah.
So we're both at the right age where the prequels they hit us right. Like they were directed at us because
100%.
What year did Phantom Menace come out? Was it 98?
Phantom Menace came out in 99.
99, yeah. So that would be 9 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember, to me, Jar Jar Binks was the funniest fucking thing.
That was my dad's favorite fucking character in all of Star Wars.
I remember my first episode 1 figure that I had was Jar Jar Binks. I didn't learn that I had to hate Jar Jar until I became a man. And I was like, oh, Jar Jar's
I still can't hate him.
And gay. No. No, I can now. Now Jar Jar's lame and gay. Oh, Mr. Hit the Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, I can kind of do
Dude,
Jar
my
Jar.
favorite part about all of it is just like watching how pissed Qui-Gon is, but he's trying to fucking hide it. Jar Jar.
Jar Jar, sit the fuck down.
The only time he really shows his anger is when he fucking grabs his tongue out of the air.
And then, like, Ewan McGregor was there as like he played the part of a plank of wood.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. Like, I really liked him in the first one as that board that he played.
Just did the fucking the heroin movie there. What the fuck is it?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I really like that
guy loses
movie.
his fucking arm at the end.
Oh, no, that's Requiem for a Dream.
No, yeah, that's Requiem. It's
You're
the other one.
Train Spotting.
That's what it is. Thank you, Sergeant Major.
Yeah.
See, that's why we're glad. Sergeant Major, glad you're back.
Sergeant Major. I didn't see Train Spotting until like way after with my wife. I think I knew him from... I knew a friend of mine was like, he's in Real Big Fish, and now he's Obi-Wan. I was like, I don't know what Real Big Fish is, or maybe I don't know what it is. I don't remember what.
But either way, yeah, he sucked in the first one.
Yeah, no, yeah. But and then they had the poor Christopher Lloyd. Is that his name? Is Anakin? But I don't know. Those movies
Chris Lloyd.
though were built for kids, like because like it's a whole bunch of boring crap, but all the big fun stuff was super big and fun.
George knew it right away.
And then
He's like, it needs to be for kids because then we can sell toys.
And then and you could throw you could throw Anakin's face on a Pepsi can. You could throw Jar Jar's face on a Pepsi can. You could throw Queen Amidala's face on a Pepsi can. Fun fact, you could also throw Padme's face on a Pepsi can, and it's the same fucking character. Spoilers. My bad.
For the Queen Amidala, I actually have the first Phantom Menace, the cup that you had back in the day, the plastic ones. I still have that.
Dude, okay, so my biggest thing with Star Wars growing up was the action figures, the Power of the Force action figures. Those were the coolest ones, where they all look like super buff He-Man figures, but like they are like shitty action, like shitty articulation. Because like my brother's era was like OG Star Wars figures where they all looked real shitty. Like they were. I'm sorry, people, Star Wars OGs. Your original fucking toys sucked. You know it. You know this is true. But mine sucked too. They didn't get real good until now, and people are still complaining about it.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
I mean, look at these. These are fucking like what I wouldn't have given for a fucking Black Series figure when I was a kid.
Back in the day. Yeah, but you would have fucked it up immediately.
Yeah, no. Yeah, of course. Well, no, I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I would have. I mean, I wouldn't have fucked him up immediately. I would have gotten him buried in dirt for like he would have been fucked up about the 5th time I got him buried in dirt. And he escaped. Get him back in. All right. Well,
there's a Sarlacc down there, Mom. I don't care that you spent $40 on this.
We just opened the Rancor pit. We're gonna see if Sergeant Major WrinkleBomb can beat a Rancor real fast while we're doing this.
How many Sergeant Majors do you think it would take to beat a fucking
beat a Rancor?
Yeah.
I think it would take 3 Rancors to beat 1 Sergeant Major, but we'll see. But yeah, no, but yeah, the fucking like I didn't even realize that first movie was all politics and shit. Like that's what everybody
100%.
complains about it because I was 9. Yeah. I was like, at the end of it ended with Darth Maul killing a guy. Darth Maul murdered a dude. That was cool as shit. He's one of the guy with the 2 lightsabers killed a dude and then kicked Obi-Wan. We knew Obi-Wan was gonna survive.
You had the fucking Gundam battle too.
Yeah, the Gungan battle was like once again when you liked our Jar Jar Binks like I did at the time. That was one of the funniest highlights of the fucking movie.
He took out like 6 bots by accident.
The weak point was Anakin flying into the thing. I was never a fan of the space battles as a kid.
I was hoping to get you on when calling them bots instead of droids, but you just blew right by it.
Oh, what?
I was hoping you would I was hoping to get the eye twitch from you.
Oh no, because like I mean, I've watched Clone Wars where they call them both. Like they call them bots, droids. They call.
Are you more of a?
Gotta kill them droids over there. You gotta kill them all.
Are you more of
what clone was that? Can you tell me which clone that was?
Yeah, it was CT5555.
You're right.
Better known as Fives.
That was the exact right clone. Now this is my impression of Rex. All right, you guys get in there, Ryan. All the joke there, Sergeant Major. Fine, okay, he did beat that Rancor. Is that all the clones have the same voice because they are in fact clones. Anyways, but yeah, Darth Maul was cool. I like that they bring him back eventually. Have you watched the Clone Wars at all?
That was going to be my question to you. I did see it originally. Wow, when it first came, like when it first was streaming.
Yeah. Well, when it first came out on the movie first came out, I was like, this sucks, and I think the show is going to be terrible. The first season of the show was horrible.
Yeah, the first I want to say up until like season 3, it was really bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And then they did that arc about funny you should bring him up. Fives. Mm-hmm. Shout out to the GOAT.
God, it really is.
That story, like the story of Fives, makes me want to cry. Like I'm just like Fives, Echo, all that shit. I'm just like, holy cow, that makes me.
What about Commander Cody?
No, Fives from Johnny Five alive.
What would you say your favorite iteration for Star Wars is? The movies, TV shows, books, games, comics?
Shit. Like I think it's that's hard.
It is.
It's hard.
It is.
I really like the Clone Wars, but like it is hit and miss, and sometimes it gets a little Dave Filoni jack-offy. But
hey man, if anybody wants to jerk off with Star Wars, I think Filoni gets the pass.
I would take animated Star Wars over live action Star Wars any day, just because with live action, it feels like when they take all that effort to do something disrespectful, it feels like it just feels like that much more of a fucking slap in the face. Like. You dressed this whole lady up and painted her green just so she could be like, anyways, all men who watch this show are fucking gay. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, why would you make a whole show that did that?
It's a good
all
question.
right.
It's a good
Any
question.
man who watches this show is gay and toxic. I have been painted green for 5 hours. That's Disney Star Wars for me.
It was literally told to me that I didn't like. Spoiler alert! And I know this is very controversial, but I didn't like the sequel trilogy.
Oh,
and
I liked it up until Rise of Skywalker.
Really, you like the fucking Last Jedi?
Yeah, fuck it all. Fuck it all. Like, yeah, fuck it all. Like at that point, because like I mean, I didn't like Rogue One very much. So
really,
because I thought Rogue One was boring. I thought it was really boring.
Wow.
And it had like...
That is controversial.
Yeah, at the end of it, I was like, this is neat, but I don't care. They're all going to die. Why do I need... Rogue One was the most pointless Star Wars story I thought that they could ever do. And then they proceeded to make more pointless Star Wars stories that I thought that they could ever do. Solo was fun. No, Solo was a lot of fun.
Solo?
I like Solo, and I don't
John,
like
what am I
Rogue
supposed to
One.
do
That's
with
my
you?
controversial Star Wars takes.
Holy shit.
That's
I feel like I
right.
should just jump you.
That's right. I know that Attack of the Clones is a terrible movie, though, so I can say that. But no, because like I mean, for one thing, a lot of people complained about Laura Dern's character in Revenge. Last
Retard?
Jedi. Yeah, Revenge of the Last Return of the Jedi. Return of the Last Revenge Jedi.
Yeah.
Their names.
They're
First of all,
bad.
Star Wars. Bad naming convention. Glad your fucking numbered sequels are fucking over. Fucking losers. But yeah, like I like Laura Dern's character.
Mm-hmm.
I think Rose's character would have been fine if she wasn't written horrible. Like if they were like, okay, so we're moving Rey away to be a love interest for Kylo Ren, and Rose's new love interest because Finn has the not gays.
They shouldn't like them doing that fucked up, but the whole Boyega, he was Finn, right?
Boyega, yeah.
Boyega.
He's
Yeah,
not a store where you can buy goods. He's a man.
Regardless,
who can purvey acting.
I feel like them trying to turn him gay instead of saying, "Hey, this guy actually has force potential," was a huge missed opportunity.
Him being gay would have been something. Them doing anything with him would have been something. They didn't do anything with him.
It just
They did
pissed me
nothing.
off.
They did nothing. He got cool braids. That's it.
I got shit on though for saying I wasn't a fan of the sequel trilogy. They said it was because that I was like a misogynist, and it's because they had a strong female lead, which I think, first of all, is the most stupid cop out ever.
No, Ray
And
was.
second of all, my favorite Jedi of all time is Jaina Solo.
Where was the strong female lead in those movies? Was it Ray?
Ray.
No,
It was
no.
just a terrible
You mean,
Mary Sue character.
No, she wasn't even a Mary Sue. She was just a plank of wood.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't even have that cool of force powers. Like, I've seen cool force stuff happen.
Exactly.
And she's not even that cool. Like, Ahsoka does cooler shit in her show where she dances poorly with other people. Like, yeah, Rey was fine. Like, the female lead, if anybody, was Princess Leia, who, oops.
Yeah.
Oops. Probably shouldn't have picked Carrie Fisher. Oops.
Well, they didn't take in consideration how much cocaine she did earlier in her life.
I think she still had the nail in the new trilogy. Like, I think those are one of the things that carried over from the old trilogy was Carrie Fisher's cocaine nail. Like, you know,
Yeah.
God forbid, but yeah, no.
And then they killed off fucking Solo.
Yeah, no, they killed
in
everybody
Force
in the wrong
Awakens.
order in those movies,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But,
Well, in the
Harrison Ford,
in the novels, it actually the original character that died was Chewbacca. Yeah. Han Solo stays alive all the way at the end, and Chewbacca actually dies like
speaking of Han Solo,
book 2 of the New Jedi Order.
that's who I'm dressed as.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm
It
a
looks
bit of
good.
I'm a bit of a scoundrel myself. You know?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna shoot fucking Sergeant Major, but you better be careful. He shoots back.
Yeah, I know. I did shoot. I attempted to shoot him first, but he did this really cool like thing with his head. It looked like cool editing. It was like super dope editing. That was special edition only.
I'm not there yet.
Calm down, Greedo.
But who's your favorite Jedi, man?
Favorite Jedi?
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker probably.
No, that's
Because
He's the best.
he was the coolest Jedi when I was a kid.
even
and
in fucking
Jedi
extended
should
universe.
only be cool to you when you're a kid.
No.
Yes,
No.
yes. The Star Wars is for children.
Yeah,
So,
I can tell. That's why you got the toys.
Star Wars is for children. That's why they make toys for man children. I'm a man child. I know
like
what's
Luke,
happening. Yeah.
Luke's your favorite?
Yeah, I mean, I like Luke because Luke was always like, he wasn't good or bad. Like Luke was like the definition of you think Jedi, you think Luke Skywalker. Like because you think either the stuffy guys in the tower or you think Luke Jet Skywalker walking up to the fucking Gamorrean guards going, "Shit the fuck down."
I think the definition of a
I'm gonna
Jedi.
go fight my dad.
I think the definition for Jedi would be like a description of fucking Obi-Wan, if anything.
I mean, yeah, but I mean that's like the idealized version of a Jedi.
Yeah.
But like,
I like that neither of us said
Luke
Yoda.
Luke is what a Jedi would be if a Jedi was a person, and like even Revenge of Rise of Skywalker. Or, that's why the bad naming conventions is horrible.
Yeah. Third one,
Last Jedi.
Okay.
Last Jedi was kind of like fine,
Eighth
like
one.
the whole Luke Skywalker doing his, turning on Kylo Ren, because Luke is fallible. I could see him doing some dumb
100%.
shit like that. Be like, oh fuck. My nephew's gonna fucking kill everybody. I better go kill this motherfucker. And then Luke, because he's fallible, would be like, I made a mistake. I better not kill this motherfucker. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have cut my lightsaber on in front of, one of the powerful Skywalker line. My bad. So, like, no amounts of my bad is going to be like, those going to cut off, cutting.
In the early 2000s, they actually had Luke fall to the dark side for a while in the comic books.
Yeah, I remember Legends. The Legends were cool. Like, cause like didn't Luke did all sorts of cool stuff. Now you're probably more of a Legends hound than I am.
Oh no, I'm 100% Legends. I hate
'cause
fucking Disney Star Wars.
My Legends lore knowledge probably extends to video games and things that involve Mandalorians.
Well, we got to admit the video games were great back in the day.
Oh, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, excellent. Revenge of the
Amazing
Sith
game.
had a fucking a PvP mode for the lightsabers.
Fun fact: my first Luke Skywalker action figure I ever had was from the Shadows of the Empire. It was him in the red outfit.
Oh, hell yeah,
dude! The red trooper disguise. And they're remaking that figure this year.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, like they're doing one of these, and I'm thinking about getting it.
You mean you already pre-ordered?
Because I think it comes with Prince Scizor too, and I'm like, oh, of course, I got to get it.
Fuck yeah.
Or it either comes with that, or it comes with that weird Chewbacca from that one, which I would also love. I don't remember what it comes with, but yeah, no, but I really like the Shadows of the Empire games. So the fucking
original Battlefront 2
games were fun. Those were
great.
fun, but no, like just the Knights of the Old Republic games, like Revan from Knights of the Old Republic.
KOTOR is one of the number one fucking Star Wars game.
And this is not the protagonist from the second one. This is one of the mini villains. He's not even the main villain. Darth Nihilus. Nihilus. Yeah, Nihilus. Based on nihilism. Man. Yeah, I know. I'm just I mean the way they pronounced it in game was
terrible. And who was the other one? Scion.
The way he talked in the game, like he had no voice. Like he spoke in ancient Sith or some shit. So
it was bullshit. That's accurate.
It might not have actually been that loud. It might have been like.
It doesn't matter. You couldn't understand the guttural responses that he was saying.
Yeah, you couldn't. It wasn't, and they put no subtitles for the motherfucker either. It was like, goddamn. But those are my favorite Star Wars games personally.
KOTOR 2.
KOTOR 2, I liked a lot.
Yeah, it was number one game for me all the time.
Because I mean, you got a lightsaber way faster, so it was a lot better. Than
I just think they did a lot better with leveling progression.
Everything in the second one, yeah.
But all right, who's your favorite fucking Sith Lord, man?
It's Palpatine.
Yeah, me too. That's funny that you say that.
It's Palpatine. It's always Palpatine. He's the best one.
I don't care if you're looking at Legends. I don't care if you're looking at Disney. I don't care what you're looking at. Palpatine, 100%.
Palpatine slays. In Disney, Palpatine. They're still expanding Palpatine. Palpatine is so cool. They were like, fuck, Snoke sucks.
Yeah.
Let's bring Palpatine.
Literally.
Somehow, Palpatine has returned. What?
What about Droid?
And they fly now, huh?
Wait, and they fly now.
They fly now. Do you remember Droids?
Yeah.
The cartoon?
No.
You don't remember Droids the cartoon?
No.
Oh my god.
Was that like?
I love how he said yeah, like he knew it. That's great. He's like, you never remember Droids?
No.
Yeah. You like the cartoon?
No.
Yeah. What a fucking bitch. Yeah. But no, they did Droids.
Was that like a kids one?
Yeah. No, they did. This is like early
when I say
90s,
kids, I mean like young.
Late 80s, I think, because it was Droids and Ewoks. And I think it was the same animation as the animation
Boba
from
Fett.
the Christmas special, or similar animation to that, because I remember that you could find the Droids video and the Ewoks video around Christmas time. It was always around Christmas time. and they were horrible. They were horrible. There was also there was 2 Ewoks movies that were separate from Star Wars. They had nothing to do with Star Wars. I think they did Star Wicket.
Yeah.
And maybe Warwick Davis, but they were...
That's because Warwick, man, he just needed his paycheck. You know, that was his first gig that he actually got, on.
I don't think he was supposed to be on it.
No, he wasn't. The original actor got fucking food poisoning, and they were like, hey, man, we need you because, well, we're out.
Oh, shit, I better... Here, you want to eat this mysterious porridge I found in the woods, little actor?
And the actor was like,
okay.
Right, mate, I'm a midget who's got to go get in a bear costume. You're damn right I want to eat some porridge.
Good thing, mister.
And he got food poisoning, and now
Can't
Wicket...
wait to be a leprechaun in 10 years.
Warwick get the fucking role, and now he's got enough money to retire off of that alone.
Yeah,
and he
still
keeps going.
Keeps going.
Yeah.
He's still making Leprechaun movies.
I don't blame him.
Jesus.
Leprechaun 4 was the best one. But anyway, back to Star Wars. Who's your favorite droid, man?
My favorite is R2-D2.
What?
It's always R2-D2.
But he doesn't know 3.5 million different forms of communication.
He's also not a gay robot.
They're all gay robots,
no,
John.
He's a fucking pansexual robot who will interface with anything. Like, it doesn't give a fuck. He's like, you got a port, I'll input.
No, this is exactly where we go opposite, man.
I love R2-D2.
C-3PO all fucking day,
God
man.
Damn, even if it wasn't R2-D2, it would not be C-3PO.
The only other one is
droids that are
K2.
cooler.
K2SO.
K2SO. K2's fine. Like, shoot, I'd go IG-88. I'd go an assassin.
Of course you
droid.
would.
I would go any battle droid who goes Roger, Roger.
Meatbag.
No, the Roger. Oh no,
The B ones.
It's like, I love the ones who's like, all right, wait a minute, hold on, wait, you're under arrest. Gets cut in half with a lightsaber. My favorite thing.
That's why I like C-3PO, man. He's lost just as many limbs as Darth Vader.
Okay, so the way they personified the clones in the Clone Wars, they equally play up how fucking fantastically funny the droids are.
Yeah.
Like, the droids in the Clone Wars are so fucking funny. I love the droids.
We need ID. Get him.
We need to get over there. Hey, you ever feel like we're just on, like, weird moon planets until some clones show up and then cut us off mid-conversation? And then clones show up and cut them off mid-conversation.
The idea of the CIS going...
Kill all these clankers, mate.
The idea for the CIS going for the droids were great, man. You get a fucking battle droid in 11 minutes.
Dude,
11 minutes.
Poor Count Dooku, dude. He got played so hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He got played
But he
so
should have known,
fucking
like, at his age, that he was not going to be the fucking replacement.
Me and Emperor Palpatine, of course.
Yeah, dude, he was older than Palpatine. There was no way.
We shall rule the galaxy, and he shall bring back my apprentice, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes, of course, I'll do that for you, Count Dooku.
You actually nailed the laugh there until you died.
Yeah.
What happens when Palpatine is at Red Lobster and they don't give him the lobster cheese biscuits?
Cheddar cheese.
Cheddar cheese biscuits.
When they don't have my biscuits, I tell them I need more biscuits. Bring them from the back for me.
Sir, we don't have any more.
I was told there would be
Unlimited cheddar.
There it is.
Fuck.
Oh. You coughing up some fun stuff?
Sorry, I was...
You coughing
had
up a
little
lot
bit
from
too much
fucking
dark side. Yeah, no,
quitting smoking? Because I've been
Yeah.
fucking hacking up different
I've been
colors,
hacking
man.
up, like, I think I don't know if I've said it on the podcast yet, but yeah, I think I did. But I do feel like my lungs have found oxygen in new spots.
Hasn't seen in decades.
Yeah, like oxygen is tickling parts of my lungs. They're like, ooh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you doing there?
No.
Yeah, May the 4th. Why the fuck is May the 4th such a gay concept? And why is it all just so Disney can have more money? Find out this and more next time on Dragon Ball Z. But really,
it's because Star Wars has always been about money, and it's mostly been about toys. But they never had a date for it.
Shit.
So they were like, well, we need one. How about May 4th? May the 4th.
Oh, May the 4th, we're a bunch of fucking... I bet Star Trek nerds... Are you a Star Trek guy?
Yeah, I am.
Are you more of a Star Trek guy?
No, hell no.
Okay. Because, like, do you think Star Trek guys are, like, well, how about I'll get you on the sticulon, like some shit. We're like, well, we'll get one as well, because like, I'm not gonna lie, I was always a Star Wars is cooler than Star Trek kind of guy, because like I'm a science fantasy.
That's what I was gonna
science
say.
Fiction.
Sci-fi is
dude,
more.
Darth Nihilus. What has happened to you? Oh my God, he's had butt sex with himself.
For sci-fi, I like Star Trek more. For the fantasy sci-fi, it's Star Wars all day.
I don't like sci-fi. I don't think.
Really?
I think so. If I'm gonna do sci-fi, it's got to be like modern sci-fi, like Terminator kind of shit. I think.
Nah, man.
Like,
If it's got Star in the
gotta go
name, I promise you, I've seen it. Star Trek, Star Wars, Starship Troopers, Stargate,
See, I like
Battlestar
Starship
Galactica.
I just don't like. I think my problem with Star Trek is it's like it's a bunch of fucking nerds. It's like
They're all a bunch of
we
nerds, man.
have to handle the Prime Directive and
Oh, check out
not-
Next Gen.
we can't mess with anybody on these planets. Now let me go down there and have sex with everyone.
Next Gen is the best Star.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
that's the same thing, but Picard did the same thing. It's like, we can't deal with
That is Captain Jean-Luc
we
Picard.
can't deal with anything. We have to abide by the Prime Directive. So let's go down to that planet and have sex with everyone.
He didn't have sex with them.
Oh yeah, that was the guy with the beard.
That was
I
the guy
forgot.
with the
My
beard.
bad. I forgot they relegated the sex duties to the guy with the good hair.
The only bullshit character in Star Trek is Q.
Q. Oh, that's the guy who's like, blorp, I am magic. The magic dude, yeah. He's like, I'm here to test you, Captain.
I don't know, man. Scotty.
Oh! Fucking Scotty is unbelievable as shit. Scottish in space. Get the fuck out of here. He'd be too drunk to get to space. Fuck off. Oh, Captain. Oh, my engine.
I can't do it, Cotton.
See, that's the only thing I do like about Star Trek is you can just be like, I'm gonna pick a racist voice, and then it's gonna be a Star Trek character. You can do it with Star Wars too. Like, okay.
Go ahead.
so-
Show me your racist Wookiee then. Fuck, that was
with the-
actually
yeah,
pretty good.
That was with a hard R.
Fuck.
I do apologize for people who do speak Wookiee. You will recognize that I did say that with the hard R, and I do apologize. I'm sorry.
It's where I was born.
There's comedians that say Chewie is Mexican.
That's racist. He's
Right.
clearly black.
Is it? No, I'm not
His
doing it.
Chewie, he's a mechanic.
Flies around on a ship that he fucking smuggles a bunch of drugs with.
Black. No,
Hangs out with a white dude for the street cred. Fuck, man, he is Mexican.
Are you telling me that all this time Chewie and Han Solo have been Cheech and Chong?
No,
Hey, man,
Sergeant
we gotta-
Major is telling you that.
man, we gonna take the Falcon to get across the Castle Run, man.
Hey, man, they did the Kessel Run fastest.
Oh man, Han, we gotta go over there, man. Come on, orderly. Oh man.
Wait, shouldn't we hit the hyperdrive?
Oh yeah, we could do that, but too bad we have messed up the hyperdrive, man. Hey Han, I have a song for you. Hold on. Mexican Americans.
Now you're a little bit machito man.
New character.
Machito hombre.
New character unlocked.
Mexican Cuban Americans.
Oh yeah.
It's like yawn and like tongue roll. It's a weird thing to do. Okay, then there's my favorite one. Anakin, how are you doing? Oh, Mamma Mia! If only I wasn't a clear stereotype for what? I need money.
Now you sound like fucking what's the
That
hell's
was
his name?
clearly Watto.
Yes, couldn't think of his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Padme. They're very close. They're very similar impressions.
Yes.
I know.
Same
I do
height, too.
apologize.
Peace out, man.
I can do Jabba the Hutt though, and he's pretty fun.
Good.
You
You just gotta throw a Wookiee somewhere in there too.
He's no good to me, dead. That's original Boba Fett before
Hell yeah.
before he was replaced by 1,000 New Zealanders.
There's just one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he was replaced by.
Did you see the pictures of the guy who actually did the fucking
30 minutes.
Behind the scenes for Boba Fett.
Yeah, he looks like a fucking dork.
Mustache and
Dude, I wanted to
glasses.
bully that dude. Holy shit. So, let's see.
Who would have thought he would have been the fucking best bounty hunter? Who's your favorite bounty hunter?
It's Boba Fett.
What? I'll give fucking
Who else is it? Who else?
Dengar.
Oh.
You don't know who that is.
I know who Dengar is. He's
Okay.
got the towel on his head.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. He's racist, by the way. He's white.
Dude, if anything, fucking Boba Fett's racist. He used to carry around Wookiee pelts.
Yeah, but he's New Zealander. You know, it makes sense. He's a clone. He doesn't have heritage. His heritage was stolen from him and given,
Dude, even
his
in
heritage
fucking-
was manufactured for him in a lab.
Even in 40 ABY, he was still fucking
Made
running
out of
around.
scraps. Oh, I'm sorry.
He was like fucking 79 years old as a clone, and he was
Who?
still Boba Fett. He actually ended up becoming Mandalore later in life. But even at 79, people would hear his name and they'd be like, I don't want to fuck with him. No, way after that.
Yeah. Oh God, Disney fucking.
Yeah, they ruined a lot.
I love Boba Fett. Actually, I think Cad Bane is probably my favorite bounty hunter.
Cad Bane's another one I'd
Because
definitely say he's
He's
good.
the only one, even after Disney touched him, is still mildly unscathed. Because I don't know. Shit, you could say Darth Maul was a bounty hunter technically.
I
Hey,
think you need to have at least 6 bounties before you can start calling yourself
Okay.
a bounty hunter.
Then Asajj Ventress is my favorite bounty hunter.
I'll accept her because she was for many years.
Bounty Asajj Ventress is pretty fucking dope.
Right
Not
until she
Embo.
fucking fell in love with, what's his name? Kinlan Voss.
It's not canon anymore.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, well.
Legends. Yeah, you fucking
Whatever.
nerd.
Fuck you. I love
Disney
Legends
doesn't
more.
Care about what you like.
Disney doesn't give a shit what any of the fans like. That's why their movies keep fucking bombing.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie? What's your
Star
favorite
Wars
of all of them?
movie, probably Empire.
Okay, mine is also Empire.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Why is yours Empire?
Why not, dude? I love Hoth. I grew up in the cold.
Hoth is okay. So I think Empire just has like one of the best setups for a Star Wars movie. Like everything about Empire is just it's perfect from start to finish. Like you've got the bam, bam.
I like the slow burn at the end where they actually have the big battle at Hoth. I like
Bam.
in the Legends continuity where you can actually see
Cold.
this motherfucker.
Sorry, that's my impression of a guy at Hoth. It's like, fuck, it's cold out here. Who's playing that trumpet?
Imagine like being part of the Empire and you get like booked on Hoth and you're like, dude, I did everything to get a station change request and I finally got it, and then you end up in a fucking desert planet instead.
You're not booked to planets really, like unless you're there.
No, you're
like,
on starships.
Unless the Empire is occupied, yeah, because you just live on the starship. You just go back up when you do your patrol for the day, and you go back up to your fucking.
Yeah, but
Star
imagine
Destroyer.
going from like a desert and being like, man, this sucks, to go into a bigger, colder desert.
Your armor's climate controlled.
Barely. Not for fucking negative 80 degrees.
Snowtroopers, bro. Snowtroopers. Empire's got it for everything. Empire's got it. That's why I'm so like, it's like, what are you guys rebelling against? Like nobody even knows that the Empire is evil.
Wait,
Aside from the fact that like you've got like a bunch of like wokes out there being like, look at the Empire feeding us after war. They're so evil. We must fight them, and we must they're preventing us from buying more blue hair dye. How will I buy blue hair dye on this desert planet with the Empire here?
Up until the last movie, Luke Skywalker was the #1 largest fucking serial killer. He killed 1 million people just by blowing up the Death Star.
I mean, that's pretty true. Yeah, I mean,
It's true. Up until the last movie where they were fucking
but
blowing
how
up
many
entire
people-
star systems.
yeah. How many people were on Alderaan? All right, come on,
Not that many.
come on.
Alderaan wasn't really that populated of a
I'm
planet.
pretty sure there's probably more people on Alderaan than there were on the Death Star.
I can Google this
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure we're gonna Google this right.
Let's find out right now.
Meanwhile, Darth Nihilus is gonna go.
I like
say-
that you
say
had
a few
him
words
set
for
up
us.
there.
Darth Nihilus. Thank you, Darth Nihilus. Now, Darth Revan, what have you got to say? Nothing, because
nothing.
he has no dialogue and has no words and could be a man or woman. That's why his chest is flat or busty.
Actually, he said,
Huh?
shampoo is better.
Shampoo is better. Oh, baby, baby, baby. This is my huge dick.
No, it's like, damn, Revan, don't say that.
The shampoo.
Okay, it really wasn't that populated, but it did have more.
Yeah.
About 1 million. About a billion.
Told you.
But either way.
Oh shit. So Yoda's pretty cool. What do you think of Yoda?
Nah, he's all right.
What do you think of Baby Yoda?
I think he's way worse.
I think he's better as Baby Yoda. I think giving him
His name's Grogu.
I think giving him a fucking name was the stupidest thing they could have ever did. Like Grogu, and then
It's a stupid name. I'll give you
all
that.
of the names you could have given him, you give him the least adorable name you could possibly give him.
I'll give you the name.
Grogu.
Sucks.
Even Yoda's kind of cute. Like Yoda's kind of a cute name. If
What about
what
about Yaddle?
You're Yaddle. That's it's not.
I'll take Yaddle over fucking
Yaddle
Grogu.
sounds a little, little like my nose-ish, but it's like Yaddle sounds like something you'd make out of clay.
She talks normal too, so it's just Yoda from that species that talks like a
Yoda's just got a
fucking
speech
asshole.
impediment.
You think that's what it is?
A dick I am.
Yoda is just Miss Piggy with a speech impediment.
I feel like he was a dick.
Kermie, I love you, Kermie.
And he did
Fear
it.
leads to anger, Kermie.
He did it like recorded for like 600 years of being a dick.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to my credit
I don't
card
remember
being
the
charged more.
the name of the species, but he was trained by like the fucking half snake people.
Who was Jesus?
No, Yoda.
Oh, Jesus was too.
Jesus was too. Those are
That's what Mel
reptiles.
Gibson said in his
what they were,
movie, The Passion of
reptiles.
Christ. I think we got off track. with Star Wars.
What about your favorite starship, man?
Enterprise.
Thank you. I've been saying that forever, but I was talking Star Wars.
It's the slave one. Actually,
Yeah.
it's Boba Fett's starship. That's what Disney changed.
No, they
it to.
changed it to Hellfire, I think, is what it's called now. It's still gay. Who the hell has fire in part of their name? That's so stupid.
Yeah, some guy named Boba.
But no, Slave One. Definitely that
Fun
ship.
fact: Boba's middle name is T, so it's
Boba T.
Boba
Fett.
T. Fett. Yeah, so
What's it
got a
stand
lot
for?
Of balls.
Is it Theodore?
No, it's the clone. Boba the Clone Fett. Yep. The disappointment. That's what Jango is anyway. Dude, Jango Fett got such a raw deal.
He didn't. He did really well up until he went head to head with Mace Windu, and well, when you go
You
head to
don't try to
head
go
with
fu-
the
you don't
number
fuck
2,
You really don't fuck with Samuel L. Jackson.
no, dude, he's the number 2 Jedi at the
Shit.
time.
Yeah, he's number 2 Jedi on my list completely. Because he's if there's one Jedi I think who's gonna say motherfucker,
Oh yeah, if they were gonna allow one F-bomb, it had to have been
it was
Mace.
gonna be Mace Windu.
But no, when you
Like,
go
yeah,
against
it's like, I want to
Mace,
see like Anakin going to cut his hands off and then just be like, motherfucker, and then just out the window.
no, but when you go after Mace Windu, you should know you're not gonna fucking live, especially if you're only like a fucking bounty hunter.
Hey, we can do this thing. I saw this on the thing a long time ago. It's like, why does Emperor Palpatine like going to the YMCA?
Why?
Unlimited showers. Showers.
All right.
I hate you.
All right.
But
we shall now duel with swords and our penises. Master Yoda, I shall win the penis competition. Your penis is not long and crooked. Your penis is, Master Windu. Dooku.
My bad. What? What you said? You sounded like you
I'm
had something.
completely.
you
I
were
don't
saying.
even know anymore.
My
You
bad.
just
I got
fucking
distracted.
YMCA mead.
Showers.
No, it's funny. So let me tell you. Let's talk comedy for a minute because we are comedians and this is supposed to be a comedy podcast. Nothing bothers me more than watching somebody get up and be like, "I've got an impression and I do impressions," and then they proceed to do a bad impression. If you're gonna get up and say you can do an Emperor Palpatine impression and your whole impression just do it, but not that good. It's do it,
Do it.
do it.
Do it.
That's not. You can't do impressions.
Just tell me the impression. I'll do it, and I'll show you how a bad one's done.
Emperor Palpatine.
Do it.
There you go. Yeah, that's not a good impression.
Unlimited power.
And I will judge you because, as you may have been able to tell from this podcast, I'm somewhat of a voiceman myself. And
Yes.
And I have been practicing.
Is it somebody I know?
Yes, you might.
Is it somebody we saw on Tuesday?
It might. No, it's not.
Okay.
On Tuesday. It is not someone you've seen in a long time.
You know, I don't
Okay.
do a perfect Palpatine. I haven't tried my Palpatine in a while. But
I hope this is the first video where we get like 1,000 comments like, John, I can't believe you even said that. You suck at impersonations. Just so you go home and hang yourself.
that's the dream, people. That's the dream.
That's the dream. I'm going to be the first one to comment. You guys do the rest.
That's right. And you're gonna you're just gonna throw the rope down, and I'm gonna hang myself off of it, much like Carrie Fisher. No,
Hit me with your George Lucas.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So we got that now. All right. Okay. Now listen here. Now we need to get Jar Jar Binks into the prequel.
That's really good.
The prequel trilogy is okay.
All right, show me your angry George Lucas.
All right. Now, come on now. hey, you guys, shut the fuck up, okay? You know, calm down because these Gungas, they're gonna go places, okay? The Gungas are the way to go of the future.
Say what you want about him, but he knew right away. He's like, no, we just need the toys. That's how we're going to make our billions.
We just need to make the Gungas work, and then if the Gungas
When,
get the Gungas.
oh, shit, I can't think of the name of the fucking movie now. The ripoff of Star Wars.
Maybe we stop being friends.
huh?
Pizza the Hut.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. When
We're
Spaceballs
the
was...
Spaceballs.
Yeah. When they were asking if they could rip off Star Wars, George Lucas is like, yeah, it's 100% fine. However,
the
no
merchandising.
toys.
Yeah, that's why they made the whole toys joke in the movie.
Yeah,
Merchandising.
because that was the only thing he was serious about. He's like,
Yeah.
you guys can rip on all of it, just do not make toys.
That makes sense. That's why you'll never find a Darth helmet figure. Like, even though they made toys for the movie, I feel like that was the joke of them having toys in the movie, was that Darth helmet was like,
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Because they had to.
I love Mel Brooks movies. Maybe we'll do a Nerds at Night on Mel Brooks movies at some point.
Oh, shit.
That would be a good one. And we'll just talk about Blazing Saddles and exclusively say that word that they say the entire movie.
Which one?
You know.
Which one?
You'll have to find out on the episode where we talk about Blazing Saddles.
Oh, you tricky man. I thought I was going to get you.
It's Laurel and Hardy handshake. And they say that, and that shit gets me so fucking hard each time. And they're like, and we're going to give them a Laurel and Hardy handshake. And there's no other funny words that happen in that scene, and nothing else happens. Also, when he says whale to white women, that's pretty funny. That's pretty valid.
If you could have a lightsaber, man, what color would you pick and why?
Oh, shit. We're going back to gay Star Wars.
Yes.
All right, shit. Did you watch Skeleton Crew? Did you ever watch that?
No, I didn't watch Skeleton Crew. I told you, man, I'm a fucking religious nut for Star Wars, for Legends.
I'd pick a red lightsaber, honestly, but then I'd be like, fuck.
Disney red or fucking Legends red? You going for a synthetic or you bleed it?
Yeah, make a fake lightsaber.
I will say that I do appreciate that point of Disney
He
Star Wars.
pointed the glasses up. He's like, now let me talk about my Legends stuff.
Legends. No, I agree with Disney on the bleeding the crystal is way cooler than fucking synthetic crystals.
I think synthetics make sense because you can. I think
They both make perfect sense.
I think there should be both. Like you should have. Like, bleeding a crystal is something a real Sith does. The fake, like a shittier Sith apprentice makes a synthetic crystal to start with, and then they bleed their own crystal.
Nah, I think they should have just gone straight bleeding. I think that was great.
Because, like, it's like the fucking... Where are all those crystals that they just hand out to the little kids? The younglings.
Depends on
They're
which
like,
planet they're
Master
closest to.
Skywalker, I've got a little lightsaber. It's going to do me a lot of good when someone comes in here to... try to murder me.
Maybe most of them go to Ilum, but
Fuck. You know?
you go to one of the moons around Yavin.
Huh?
Most of them go to Ilum, but it depends on which planet they're closest to where they're training. When they were on Yavin 4 for the
Probably do 5 more.
when they were training the new Jedi Order, they didn't go to Ilum.
Well, yeah, but okay, but so was another thing I wanted to know. Well, you know, there's little kids, speaking on the kid lightsabers, because the kid lightsabers thing just fucks me up all the time, like completely. Because I know that was
Why?
before Legends. Just because, like, those kids don't go to the caves and get their crystals. Like those little lightsabers.
The
are
training
like,
lightsabers, you mean? The ones
Yeah.
that like won't cut off arms and shit.
Well, how do they make them so that they don't do that?
The focusing center crystal, the focusing laser on the crystal isn't turned all the way up.
Well, when they just give those to people all the time and then be like, here.
They used to.
So Yeah, that's my thing. They should have, so they should treat them like police batons.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they were.
The Force is their gun, and then they'd be like, "I bashed you over the head with my stick." You know,
The
like,
issue is
you know?
lightsabers are
But
notoriously
no, instead,
difficult
what
to
like a
wield.
fucking crazy fucking young wartime Jedi will do is be like, "Oh fuck, a guy with droid sympathies better cut off his arm and leg," and then the guy's like, "Bro, like somebody cut off my other arm and leg. I'm just part droid because another Jedi previously." You know,
I feel like you would have a lot of cybernetics.
yeah, I'd probably lose a lot of body parts. I'd probably like lose
No, I think
body
you would
parts.
like willingly. You'd be like, dude, fuck yeah. I've
Yeah, I
always
do it
wanted
for
a
fun.
robot.
Like,
Yeah,
I
you
think
look
I'd
like a guy
accidentally-
who'd be like, I
I'd
want
be
robot
like,
legs.
my fucking foot hurts. Just cut it off. Like, you know, like my foot hurt. I want a new one. I want one of those, like, dude, I fucking
All
put out
right.
a new battle droid this week.
I'm done with John. I think it's time to call it. Anything else you want to bring up on Star Wars?
No, there's a lot, but I do feel as though I'm being pushed out of this room. Being force pushed out of the room by everyone involved.
Oh, John, if I could
It's
force
like
choke you, I would.
There's some sort of Sarlacc pit, you know, digesting. I could digest this topic for another 1,000 years.
Do you have a bad feeling about this?
No, what's that fucking room called? What's the thing? I feel like a trash compactor is squishing me. I feel like the walls of the trash compactor are closing in, and that little eyeball thing is going.
They're killing us.
They're killing us, Peter. Oh my, they're dying all too. But y'all, that's been Nerds at Night. We talk May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. That's what we were here talking about Star Wars. Have a good one. Goodbye. We'll hopefully have this out.
Maybe.
Bye. Goodbye. Have a beautiful time.
waiting for it.